What's good, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony, aka Descendant of Chaos and Controversy. And before I get into this, just give me a second. When I was young, I was taught to question the information presented before me. Okay. In addition to that, I was also taught to pay attention to detail. Because when you do that, prior to questioning the things that left you curious as to why things manifested in the way that it does, you eventually will come to a conclusion or an answer will be given. Okay? Now, where am I going with this? For a while, in the media and on these like social media outlets, you were subjected to the whole people responding to the whole critical race theory, the boogeyman of the moment, the concept that got people all in their emotions riled up and bent all the fuck out of shape. Okay? And they were all about, oh, it's the indoctrination. We don't want this in our schools. We don't want these marginalized groups, black people specifically, to feel that white people are to be targeted and have an excuse or a reason to hate white people. Okay. But given the history of this country, what was the reason given for white people to hate black folks? We were under your control. We were property to you. We were looked at as being human. There were groups formed that terrorized us, that harassed us, that killed us, divided our families, raped the women, molested the men. But you're concerned with the current climate, scared, all in the, oh, we don't want to be in the position that we knew black people at some point in time in this country was once in. We don't hold that power to put anybody in any kind of position. So that whole notion, that idea to be scared, was a waste of time. It was stupid, as far as I go, to say that's my opinion and how I look at it. How are you easily influenced by ignorance to just eat stupidity? And then when you come to find out the definition of what CRT was and where it is taught on a graduate level, not in preschool, not in elementary, not in high school, but on a graduate level. And even when that information that defined what CRT actually was, you still chose to be stupid and ignorant about it. I'm like, why? And it had nothing to do with teaching black people to hate white people or black kids to hate white kids. How that is taught starts from the home. And if it doesn't start from the home, it's the incidences that are the examples of what took place in Buffalo, New York. And all these little social media outlets that encourages this type of, how should I say, recruitment, the ideology, the venom, the poison, to grow that hatred, because the seed has to be planted, right? But then when these people are on the continuum, because that's exactly what it is. It's a continuum that nobody wants to address. And if it was put on the table for a discussion or a debate, you have people defending these individuals or these groups. But yet make scapegoats out of the people that had a right to stand up against this type of terrorism or these particular acts of hatred. And what's the immediate response? You tell those people to shut the fuck up. You don't have a right to speak. You're making shit bigger than what it is. You're blowing shit out of proportion. How do you blow something out of proportion when there is a history that you can reference that goes back and shows the behavior of these particular people? And the foundation of this country, of which it was built on, off of that shit. But the energy and the time wasted is defending or deflecting from the actions of these individuals. And I was like, why the hell did they... And I wouldn't have known anything about CRT until it was fucking put on blast on social media. So of course it's going to grab the curiosity of people who didn't know what the fuck CRT was to begin with. You were dumb enough to even put that in existence to draw attention to. And I'm like, well, why? Now, after this incident, and then you have to say, where's this all coming from? How's it making sense? And lo and behold, entertaining the rabbit hole, going down the YouTube algorithm, all you see is Tucker Carlson, Tucker Carlson, Tucker Carlson, Tucker Carlson, Tucker Carlson. The elephant in the room. We went from critical race theory to replacement race theory. I don't see that same energy that people invested in CRT, those who were against it, versus Tucker Carlson speaking on replacement race theory. Now I fully understand what the uproar and the whole fucking bullshit was about. Now it's coming to light. Now it's making sense. So, going over the talking point, putting the topic of dangerous rhetoric on the table to discuss. When you hear these talking points that can be parallel to what was in this kid's manifesto, has a striking resemblance to the same talking points that Tucker Carlson has. When I speak and have spoken on this many times over, you can't deny history no matter how much you feel like it is within your best interest to just disregard out of convenience. Events are documented, the information and the knowledge is there. Okay? If it isn't whitewash, people just want to just do away with learning about what took place altogether. so that there is no backlash, there's no accountability, and there's nothing to answer, no one to answer to about the unresolved issues that still has manifested in today's current society. When people reference the Holocaust and they make the point, why do we have the Holocaust in remembrance? And the first thing that is said is so that history doesn't repeat itself. They acknowledge the Holocaust. They acknowledge the unforgivable acts against humanity when it came to what the Germans did to the Jews in the concentration camps, and how they targeted them and made them the people to blame for whatever shit whatever didn't go right. The same familiar formula as what these white supremacist nationalists, neo-Nazis, Ku Klux Klan members patting themselves behind. That same ideology. They always look for some kind of group to blame for the shit that don't go right according to the way they see fit. And when you get people, as I'll reiterate what Ricky Manor said, like Joe Biden, to sit there and say, white people are going to become the minority here in this country. They're going to be replaced by immigrants. And black people need to get on board. So that right there, that statement right there, just woke up a sleeping giant. There's many of videos that spoke on racial issues, and when you go to the comment section, when you speak, whenever you have somebody talking about the indigenous people or what black people went through in this country or any other group that has suffered some kind of injustice, the responses that you get from the people who feel that they are entitled, that they are still superior over anyone else, that they are in control, that they can dictate the outcome of things, your fate, so to speak, control the narrative. This is our country, not yours, not theirs, not them over there, our country. With the tone of you're excluded. You can't say that tone of talk isn't recognized and identified. When people feel that this is their country, they don't mean it's theirs with you included. No, that means it's theirs. Meaning they make the laws, not you. They create a system to go against you. The rules that they make, the policies put into place. And how much input do you think anybody else have in the decision making of these things that are passed, these laws, these policies, these rules or whatever? When you look at those in the House, the Senate, and all that, who's the majorities in the seats, and who's the minorities in the seats? And I'm talking about, yes, the race in numbers. And those that have been in existence for quite some time, when their time comes to pass, they need to pass the torch on to someone else. I spoke on and say I'm full of shit, but okay. When I said if people make these laws or whatever, they have to do it in a way where it works for them and against you. When it came to, okay, we can't own slaves, cool. Plantations are off limits, okay, cool. How can we legalize slavery? Well, shit. We control the what we say is legal versus what's illegal, right? Who would it affect the most? Okay. Let's build prisons. Who are we gonna target to fill these prisons? Because we made the rules to say what's legal versus what's illegal. Do as I say, not as I do. But Tony, hey, everybody's subjected to being penalized by, if they do anything that is deemed criminal. Hey, you can sacrifice a few pawns to get the majority off the board, right? Isn't that somewhat of the concept and the strategic moves in the game of chess? Yeah. And again, you wonder why I keep saying why the pieces on the chessboard is black and white. But let's get back to Sucker Tucker Fucker Carlson. So, of course, he has his little kumbayas that he has as guests on his Fox News Network show or whatever. The COs, the BTs, or whatever. And like I said, I don't have hate or malice towards people. Hey, people do what they gotta do to survive. But I'm gonna tell you something, and here's a reality check, and you can take it for however the fuck you want to. Yes, I am a person who's mixed biracial, have been in biracial relationships or interracial relationships, and have biracial kids. Okay? Not for 1 minute have I ever thought that just because I found myself in a relationship with a person who was white, that I was protected. That it gave me a pass or it shielded me from white supremacy. Because truth be told, those who are about being pure, being about the Aryan race and shit like that, interracial couples is something that they don't fucking approve of. So don't think for a minute that a Candace Owens where her man is safe or her kids. If these motherfuckers decide to have a war, Brandon Tatum with his wife and his kids are not fucking safe. With his wife and his kids, no. You do not have a shield to protect your family against these motherfuckers with the intent to take you and remove you off the board. Because when your purpose when you have fulfilled your purpose and you are no longer of use to them, you're expendable. And that day will come. And I told you so's, it's just going to fall on deaf ears. So be entertained by your echo chamber as it provides you in the luxuries of nonsense that you entertain. Feel the comfort within your disillusioned reality. Because when the time comes and there's a race war, Just saying. And it's not saying that I'm sitting here talking about I'm anti-white or this or that. No. I'm addressing the issue. I'm addressing what's problematic. If people want to chime in under the comment section to deflect and talk other than, I'm not going to entertain you. I'm going to just tell you right now, I'm going to just erase your shit and keep it moving. Because I'm sick and tired of people deflecting from the truth. You know goddamn well that what is going on, what people have been saying, and the actions of these motherfuckers, their fears have been confirmed. Because it's funny how when black people have to be tread lightly, not walk on eggshells, because they don't want to give white people ammunition to use against them when it comes to their behaviors. White people could give a fuck. Because there's no consequences to their actions. Who are we to them? Because they know if we decide to respond to their ignorance, that'll just justify just wiping us out completely. I look at the movie American History X, and I see the two characters, the brothers, and how one was influenced because he felt, based on certain ideologies, because he didn't have an outlet, where when his father got killed, and it started in the home, because his dad had certain points of views about a certain group of people, and that planted the seed in his oldest son. And from there, Derek, when his father died, decided to run with that crowd to terrorize marginalized groups. And granted, yeah, he had to defend his home. And that was a bit of a controversial scene where he curb stomped that dude and ended up getting arrested. But then he left his brother behind, misguided. His English teacher, no, the principal actually, told him to rewrite a paper based on his brother, because the paper he turned in was based on Mein Kampf. Okay? The reality check that Derek got when he was in prison was, if he was against Jews, blacks, gays, or whatever, then why are you doing the things in jail like selling drugs if that was a black person's problem? If you were so much against gay people, why did you rape my ass in the shower? I mean, you start to learn about the hypocrisy. But some people don't get that reality check until it's too late. Or their poison has affected somebody else to where you're not around to save them while you are coming to your senses. I referenced the movie American History X because there's a lot of similarities to this individual that went and shot up that grocery store. He wasn't defending his home. He wasn't defending his family. He wasn't protecting himself. This was him initiating violence. And like I said before, this could have been prevented. But what good is the FBI? What good is the CIA? What good are these agencies if they can't intercept these people who are white nationalists, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, Ku Klux Klan members and shit? And they are strategically put in positions of power. But people think that, oh, that's just a, okay. So you think these people who created the society within this country is just going to be like, the cost of ignorance and people being naive is going to come at your own demise. I don't know what else to tell you. Anyway, that's all I got for tonight. Until next time, until next video, please be safe. This video isn't with the intention to encourage those to be anti-white, but it's to make those aware that don't think for a second that this country doesn't harbor any racist individuals who still exist, are alive and well, and like I said, they're just playing dormant, and they're just waiting for the right time and opportunity to just. Because like I mentioned before, if you think the Million Man March drew attention, unwanted attention at that, imagine the response to the attention that they're going to give as a response to show what their numbers are. And many of us are going to be surprised, but by then, I agree with Ricky Manor. We're going to fear the day when it comes when what we least expect is going to be what most have expected. Anyway, until next time, until next video, please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.